Good morning. We're here again. I'm a little late today. I apologize, but my upstairs neighbors were vacuuming, like literally right above my head. So I thought I'd just put it off a little bit. And I'm going to take just a moment here and sign into this chat because I have been. Oh, where did it? It just disappeared. The window just disappeared. What the heck? Um, I have been signed out in OBS for a couple weeks now. So I went and found my password so that I can log in. Because, of course, it's this little pop out window, so it's not. Uh, okay, why? How do you want me to use my pass key? Oh, do I need my phone? No, try another way. Enter my password. Yes, that's all I want to do is just let me enter my password. Okay, so it doesn't even let me copy my password. I hate when websites are like this. Because you know what? You know what else it does is that when I go into my text document in another app, that window disappears from my screen. So I can't even have both windows open so that I can type it. Like, I hate signing into things. Why are you making me do this? Every damn day I have to sign into things. And every day there are ways to stop me from making it easier to sign into things. We build we build so many different apps. Let's show the password, make sure I got that right, because I don't want to do this again. All right, that looks right. And of course, it's going to make me do two-step. All right, now I got to grab my phone. My God. This is why I was avoiding it. But here's the thing. You can't sign into the chat until you're actually streaming because that window is not there. So you have to start streaming before, and of course it's not popping up. Okay. Open the YouTube app. Open. Show me. Come on. So frustrating. Come on. It is not working. It is not working. I tried closing the app, opening it again, reloading. Nope. YouTube does not want me to log into chat today. Maybe we can resend it. Okay, let's try that. There we go. Okay. Now it's working. Awesome. Yes, this is me. Yes. Yes. I am signed in. No, you cannot have all this extra information. Why do you make this so hard? There we go. Now it worked. That was fun. That was a fun start to the stream, wasn't it? Love it. Love to be a person on the internet. So you might have noticed from my title, I titled this stream, Oh No, Not Another Zine, which is kind of like a little in joke in my family where we say, oh no, not another, whatever. Um, I don't have an idea today is the thing. Like I'm gonna do it. I love this habit. I genuinely do love this habit, and like it's working, right? Um, I have not made a real YouTube video in almost a month, but I keep streaming. So this is the easy thing. I can do this. So I also woke up a little bit late today. That's why I'm still drinking my coffee. So Sunday Zine #2 jam, folks. It's going. You got 20 days. It's been 1 week, so it means you have 3 more weeks. We got 6 people that joined. Well, five plus me. So that's awesome. I love all of you. Even if you don't make a zine, I still love you. I love you for joining. I love you for, yeah, opening yourself up to the possibility that maybe you're going to make something. Let's make something this month. So the theme is Aurora, inspired by when I was browsing Unsplash. I found a very cool picture of the Aurora Borealis, which, if you do not know, this summer it was very, very south. So, like where I live, down by the United States Canada border, you could really, really see it pretty well. And that's very rare. Usually, we have to go a lot further north. Not as far as you think, though. Like, obviously, if you go to like Yukon or a Northwest Territories or Nunavut, one of the northern territories, you're going to see amazing auroras. But you can actually still see really good auroras if you just go like halfway up BC and just like get away from the city, right? Get to a place where the sky is a lot clearer, there's not as much light pollution. Because I've never been to the Northern Territories, but I have been to Prince George, and I have been to other northern BC places where I've seen the aurora. But seeing them like in Surrey was amazing. So if you were also lucky enough to see the aurora this summer, you can write about it, or you can write about any of the other definitions, right? Because this word just means light. It means light. It's also, the name of Sleeping Beauty in the Disney movie, so maybe there's something there that you could talk about. So I really like this idea that the prompt can have really wildly divergent meanings. So, like, the last one was pool, and I was, definitely thinking about swimming because I love summertime so that I can go swimming. Um, because I live in Canada, it's usually very cold. Although not this year. This year has been so hot. It is still so hot. Like, folks, it's September 8th. Everyone that I know on the internet is talking about fall. I'm seeing pictures of pumpkins and people are already talking about Halloween. I mean, that's kind of an internet all year round thing, but it was 28 degrees the other day. Like, it is not fall yet. It is nowhere close to fall where I'm living. But pool, the word pool, even though, I went swimming in the swimming direction, there's so many other definitions that are totally different, right? Like you could talk about like carpool. You could talk about like pooling your money, right? You have a pool of resources. So I like that idea that the themes, the prompts for the Sunday Zine Jam are really, really open. So we can get lots and lots of different ideas and people don't feel too hemmed in, right? They can do whatever they want. So maybe I start writing my Aurora zine today. I don't know that I have an idea though. I've been, like I said, I haven't made a YouTube video in a month. I've been really struggling, folks. Um, just to get myself going. So today, actually, you know what? Let's start with morning pages today. This is something that I don't often do during the Sunday Zine Club, the Zine stream, because it's so off screen, right? You're not going to see my words as I'm writing them because it is very much free writing. So you know what? Let's find a nice background. Let's find a picture. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna look. Let's see if we can remember last time. Unsplash. You remember last time? I think it's this guy, right? Is that it? Oh no, it's not. There are some good ones here, though. I really want. Um, I had been looking for the picture that I used for the background, and I couldn't find it. There we go. Let's just use that as a nice background. So while I am writing, we need to look at this beautiful picture. Let's move the cursor out of the way. Let's hide the cursor behind my head. That works. You don't have to see it. I know that I'm the kind of person who will I will see the cursor when I'm watching something and that's all I can focus on. That's all I can look at. Because morning pages is free writing and it's just kind of like garbage writing. I don't want to say garbage in a bad way, but it's definitely words you're not going to use, you know? It's just getting it out of your head, just bleh. So, oh, I'm moving my cursor. I'm moving my cursor because I need to open up a text file. I'm gonna write in Obsidian behind behind this. I'm looking at my sidebar, can I dox myself? I don't want to dox myself. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, okay. Um, I can show you, I can show you this. Oh no, wait, I don't have it open in my OBS. Oh no, I don't. Okay. That's pages. No, I don't have Obsidian in there. I thought I did. All right, folks. I am gonna write in the background. Can we maybe put a timer up? Who wants the timer? Let's vote. Um, let's see. Let's see how quick and easy we can do a timer. Because I did have an app for. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do a timer on the internet. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is a very, I apologize, this is a very all over the place stream today. There we go. Let's do a timer. We're not going to do 25 though. Options, that's where we fix it, yeah. Um, let's do 12. Usually it takes me about 12 minutes to write 750 words when I used to do the old fashioned 750 words. And we're going to do nice black cat. I like the black cat. So 12 minutes. I'm going to write in the background in a text file behind this screen. You can write too. Join me, and we'll write for 12 minutes, do a little morning pages, 5-minute break, and then see if we want to keep going. All right. I want to get this, start this, and then I'm going to get the cursor out of the way. Oh no, I can't do that because then I have to open it. Okay. I don't want the cursor to be sticking out in your way. All right. Let's write. So if you've never done morning pages before, let me just say a couple of things. Just write and don't edit yourself. This is the most important part. Is free writing. It means that there's no rules. You can't get anything wrong. And the second thing is don't stop. So even if you can't think of anything to write, just write exactly that. I cannot think of anything to write, and just go from there. And that always helps me. So now let's go. Oh, 5 more minutes. One minute. Doo, doo, doo. That's it. That was 12 minutes. I wrote 574 words, so a little bit light. A little bit less than the usual 750 that I do. When I used to do 750, I don't do that anymore. Um, I still try to do morning pages most days. I do not give myself a lot of rules though. So if you know morning pages, and if you don't, I have a video on this channel that you can watch. My coffee's cooling off, so I gotta drink it. Julia Cameron says morning pages should be 3 pages longhand, so paper and pen. And I believe she says it should be like foolscap, so like legal size. I think she does hers on a legal pad. For some reason, that's sticking in my head. But definitely letter size, right? So I don't do that. I do my morning pages in whatever notebook I'm in at that moment. So it's usually um like smaller than an A5. I don't always use an A5. No, wait. I think it's A4 I'm thinking about. Yeah, I think my notebooks are A5. Always get them mixed up, always, because I just don't think about those sizes. So she says it needs to be like a full page, like a letter size page or a legal size page. And I don't do that. I just do whatever notebook size page I do. But when I used to do the website 750words.com, that was just typing. So you would just type until you had 750 words. And that usually took me about 12 minutes. So interesting that I didn't get there. I didn't even get close. 574. But something's going on with my keyboard. I'm having some trouble because I've got like it is super sticky and I don't know why because I've never spilled anything on this keyboard. It's not like I've spilled juice or coffee on it. I haven't. I think it might just be crumbs. Might have to like buy some compressed air and like just blow it out because it took so long to write because I kept getting the pop-ups when you long press a letter so you can pick different characters, right? You can pick the accent aigu, accent grave, you can pick the little umlauts. So like every single letter I would get that pop-up and it would just stick there. And then I would get like these strings of commas. It would just go comma, comma, comma. This long string and I would keep writing and it would just be a comma and then all of a sudden my words would pop up. So I don't know what's going on with my keyboard. I might need to buy a new keyboard, which kind of I would love because I've been looking at mechanical keyboards, which if you know anything, it's a very dangerous hobby to get into. But I just kind of want like a super cute mechanical keyboard. All right, we got this Pomodoro going. Almost coming up on 1 minute left of our break. So we might. I started thinking about the aurora I did in my morning pages because I have like these 2 stories about seeing the aurora. So I think that could be a good zine. So I think I might start that. I don't know if I'm gonna finish a zine today. I for all that I love the restraint of like let's make a whole zine in 1 hour or like hour and a half. Um, Sometimes I feel like I should take my time and like try a little harder to make something a little longer. If you were here last week, you remember. Sorry, this one keeps falling out. This one is the one that constantly falls out. I have 2 different sized ears. I don't know if this is normal, but it's very annoying. All right, we're into the work Pomodoro. So, Zine Club #2 Jam is going. If you're interested, please join. And tell me in the comments if you would love a video kind of like walking through Itch, because I've been thinking that that could be a good video. I've had some comments, some emails from people saying like that they haven't quite like got a profile on Itch. They're still like figuring out the platform, which, I totally get. Like I said, I'm sick of logging into things too. Like, why do we always have to create a profile to use a website? But, I want you to create a profile because I want to see your zines. And it's a great free, by the way. It's just totally free. And you can upload stuff and then people can download it. So, here's my jam zine about how to jam. So like if you're interested in this Sunday zine jam and you're not sure about, what is a jam, I created this zine for you. So you can see here, it's a PDF and you can download it and it's free, right? You just click this button. You don't even have to be logged in to do this, right? You can download it. See, and it says, no thanks, just take me to the downloads. You just click that button. So like you can pay me, you can pay me more, right? You can change this number if you want. Pay with PayPal, pay with credit card. So all of my zines are pay what you want or totally free. Just download it. So it's a really great platform to put your stuff up there, right? Put your stuff up that you want people to find. You don't have to pay for hosting. So yeah, I think I might make like a guide video, like just walking through, here's how to make a profile, here's how to upload some stuff, and here's how to join a jam. And then you too can be a cool kid and make a zine. So let's find pages. So like I was saying, if you were here last week, I was thinking about making my zine for the jam not a mini zine. I was thinking I always do mini zines on the stream, or I should say usually. In the beginning, I was doing different formats, but like in 19, oh my God, I almost said 1924. In 2024, I have only been making mini zines. So, maybe we mix it up and we do something different. And I had been thinking, maybe we make a half page zine. I was at the XO festival and so many people make half page zines and I haven't made one in a really long time. I had a couple. I had a couple for sale, but those are like, really old ones. But I don't know that I have enough to write about to make a half page zine. Even if I did like say two pieces of paper, two letter size pieces of paper, that is 8 pages, which is the same as, you know, most everything, right? 4, 8, 16. But the pages are just so much bigger. And so here's what I was thinking. Here's where my thoughts are at for this zine, for this Aurora zine. Um, so I have these two stories that I saw the Aurora when I was a kid, like 9, no, maybe 10, 11. Yeah, I think older than 9. When I was at a Girl Guide camp. So I guess like Yeah, it's got to be like 10 or 11 because I was 9 when I joined, and it was definitely not the first year. So I have the story from my childhood of seeing the aurora, and then I have the story of this summer of seeing the aurora. And it's like two different places, two different times, two different moments in life, and I think that could be a really interesting contrast. But I don't know how much I have to write about it. Like, I don't know that I have a whole essay in me, and I'm definitely not going to write a whole essay on this stream. That's just not going to happen. Um, Especially because for like an essay, I really need to have like an in. I need to have like that hook. Um, you know, you hear this a lot. You know, teachers. I am an English teacher. If you didn't know, uh, talking about how your first sentence needs to be a hook, and I'm not talking about that hook. I'm talking about the hook for me, the writer, right? I need that thing, that in where I can like find my way into it. That's what I need for an essay. So, what we might do, here's my idea. What we might do is today do like a little mini zine, Aurora, but then maybe that could lead to a bigger zine for the Aurora. And I might post them both. We'll see. Okay, so today is 24/09/08. Oh, it's my mom's birthday tomorrow. Oh, I should do something. So I'm going to call this Aurora. Oh, not in zines. It's got to go in pages. All right, save. So, title. I'm just going to call it Aurora right now so that we can look at some fonts. I kind of want something that's a little bit uh what's the word? Like cursive? Oh, that looks terrible. No way. Ugh. I don't know if that's the font or just the letters, but wow, that looks bad. That one's let's look at it bigger. I do the thing that I liked about this font, this is called Seaweed Script. A lot of these are from Google Fonts, so they're really easy to find and download. One of the things that I liked about this one is that it kind of had that like quill pen feel to it, so it's like that's how Shakespeare would write. This is called Sign Painter. And now I kind of like that one. A little bit more rounded. Um, and then we have this one, this Trattatello, which is again kind of like a quill pen 1600s. Actually, I kind of really like that. Let's look at it a little bit bigger. That's 60. That's 60 point. Yeah, I kind of like that. And I like that it's actually not connected. As much as I wanted like a cursive font, I didn't love the joined upness of the other ones. Let's go with that for now. All right. Save. All right, Sunday, September 8. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I think that I'm gonna add a little bit something here, like um, the zine was made for the Sunday Zine Club Jam number 2. Oh, I'm not loving that number sign though. I don't like how it's superscript. I wish it was just, I wish it was, can we move the baseline? Yes, okay. Yeah, no, I like just moving it one point, just moved it a little bit more to the center, and I like that better. So, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this word count too. I have got to go into my preferences and hide the word count as default because it's not helping me in making the word count is there. I'll tell you exactly why it's there. Um, so when I wrote my book, The Magic of Pockets, I was writing it in, what was I writing it in? Actually, I think I was writing it in text edit. I think I was just writing it in plain text. I don't think I was in Notion at that time. Or maybe it was Craft. Maybe I was writing it in Craft at that time. Yeah. I feel like Craft was 2021. Anyway, I was writing it in an app that had no word count. So it could not count the words. It didn't have that capability. So I was constantly, because I wanted to do word count tracking in like a spreadsheet. So I was constantly copying and pasting my words into a website so that I could count the words. And then finally, I just went through all the apps on my computer and I was like, okay, which one of these will count the words? And I discovered that Pages does. So I ended up writing my book inside Pages as if it were a word processor rather than a publisher. And so obviously I've made that word count default and now I need to turn that off because now it's just getting in my way. And I don't need it. It doesn't matter how many words these zines are. It only matters how many pages, right? You don't count a zine by words, you count it by pages. So one of the things that I was thinking about for this zine, and actually this is a vote in favor of the mini zine, I think, is that I think it would look really cool after you print it, like print it in the black and white, obviously. Um, I have a laser printer. That's why I always work in black and white, is because I only have a black printer, so I don't have a color printer. With this text, doing like that splash of green and purple and yellow and pink and blue, but in like crayon, I think that would look really cool. So like coloring the zine after it gets printed, which is something that I love the idea of with zines, and I almost never do it. I never actually implement it. Um, I have all these ideas, and then what happens, and one of the reasons why I actually love this live stream process is that it gets me to actually make the thing, because so often the thing will just stay an idea in my head rather than actually making it. Um, but recently, when I first started streaming, back in 2022, when I first started streaming, I would actually print it on the stream and then fold it on the stream so that you could see it. And I haven't been doing that. Maybe I should do that today. So I think a couple of things. Okay. First thing I want to do is go to the internet and I want to look up, when did the aurora happen? Um, Oh, 2 days ago. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like you can see it again. Oh my gosh. What timing? What absolute timing? I hadn't heard this. Oh God. I hate this. I hate this. Every time I click a news link, it is this stupid MSN thing, and you cannot get to the original. You cannot get to the original link in any way. It's the absolute worst. God, I hate searching things on the internet these days. Right? You would think, oh, I just click this, right? This icon will take me to the actual website. No, it just takes you to the main website. It does not take you to the link. All right, night sky tonight, maybe? No, no, no. No website can send me notifications. No. I am so annoyed. Um, okay. Well, this is September 3rd. Okay, it says, so there's no guarantee of northern lights tonight or any night this month, but something about September makes them more likely and in theory more intense. Oh, this is interesting. The Russell McFerrin effect, the hypothesis from a paper published in 1973. The tilt of the Earth's axis at the time of the equinox puts it. God, websites are annoying. What did you just do? This means a greater chance of intense geomagnetic magnetic storms which cause aurora displays. Aurora hunters often claim that the equinoxes are the best times for beautiful displays. Okay, here we go. This is the article, Aurora season. All right. This is what I'm talking about. Particularly exciting due to heightened solar activity. So, yes, it was May. The last one was May. Oh my God. How many pop-ups? God. Um, it was like definitely the one that I saw when I was a kid was during the summer, late August to early April. So we're like in peak time right now. I don't need this. I just need some dates, people. Okay. Where this is the May one. Okay. I'm gonna open up this. Yeah, look at that. San Francisco. That's amazing. As far south as Alabama. Wow. That is amazing. Okay. So, a couple things. Yeah, I just want some dates. See, and this is talking about traveling to see the aurora. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about wait, there was a There was a link. One of these articles had a link that said the Aurora line. There we go. Yes. Okay, that's what I want. Yes. Okay, Aurora dashboard. This is what I want. So this is tonight. So I am right here. So if you look here, tomorrow I could see the aurora. A little tiny bit. Not as good as like, but way better than tonight. I'm not gonna see it tonight. But I am fully within that view line for tomorrow. What is it? Oh, is this? Oh, this is next few minutes. Oh, okay. No, I don't need that. All right, this is cool. I'm gonna bookmark this website. Now I can check in. If this is like prime Aurora time, I can check this and see how good it's gonna be. Yeah, definitely tomorrow. Might be cool to use one of these maps. Let's go back to pages. So what we got? We got one, two, three, one, two, three. Yeah, we have, excuse me, 6 pages. Oh, excuse me. Because I'm also thinking about I could do a spread. Um, pages, I think 3 and 4, I would do a spread because that'll be the very center of the zine, right? So like this is the outside, and then these 2 pages. Oh, why can't you? There we go. You can click both of them. These 2 pages will open up together, and so then these 2 pages will open up together. So I could do like a, because like what would actually be very cool is to do something with like pastels, but I just don't think that's going to work on this kind of paper, right? That's going to be way too messy, and it's not gonna stick. It's not gonna stay. But like pastels are so perfect for drawing the aurora, which is why I was thinking crayons. All right, crayons just to give it that wash of color. I don't think felt pens is going to work. So I think I'm going to delete these 2 pages, and then we'll do an image in this spread, and then the story of my first aurora here, and then the story of my second aurora here. And that's the nice symmetry of it. So I'm thinking like the color is going to be here, but then also do just like a wash of color right over top of the title on the cover. So one thing I got to do is text my mom and see if she remembers exactly when that camp was. Because I remember like exactly the camp. I just cannot remember, number one, where it was. It wasn't Prince George. It wasn't that far north, but I don't remember where it was. And I don't remember when it was. I don't remember what year it was, even though I know it was Girl Guides. So it was that 9, 10, 11 age range, one of those years. So that would have been uh like 91, 92. So that would have been summer. Let's just say 1991 for now. That would be the year I turned 10. Um, yeah, look at that. The keys are so sticky on my keyboard. Why is that? There's such a long lag. That's the problem. There's the lag between pressing the button and the output. Um, Seeing the aurora. Did you see that? I didn't catch that in the OBS window if you saw the pop-up there. No, you can't see that pop-up. Seeing the aurora at guide camp. So my overarching memory of that aurora is green, right? I remember it being a very green aurora. Whereas this aurora, this is May 2024. Seeing the aurora in my parents' backyard. And this one, I don't remember it being, I mean, it was definitely green, but I remember it being a lot more like pink and purple. You know what? Uh, let's save. Let's actually, I think we were going to talk about this last time. Um, let's see if I can find some photos for you. Yes. Okay. Let me just make sure. Oh, come on. Why'd you do that? Oh, interesting. So you have to be open? I just I'm gonna like I mean not embarrass myself, but like you're gonna see the names of my albums and that's gonna be a little bit funny. Because yes, I do have an album in my photos library for Harry Styles. That is true. That is something true about me. No, I don't want a new scene. Okay, cancel. Um, I'm gonna try to do OBS while I'm on stream, which is, honestly not that fun. So we're gonna do screen capture. We're gonna call it photos. Yep. And oh, wait. Where is it? Why can't you? Is it not a window? Maybe it's application capture. Nope. Okay. Did that work? Oh my gosh. There we go. There it is. Okay. So this was the aurora in May 2024 from Surrey, BC, from my parents' backyard. You can see May 10th at 11 p.m. Here's the crazy thing. Here's the wild thing about the aurora is that in person, it did not look this good. I wish it looked this good. Like when I was a kid, it was like, you know, with our eyes that we saw it. But here, through my camera, and this is just my iPhone, this is my iPhone 13. Through the camera, it was way more vivid than in person. Like look at those stars too. Like look at how brilliant, how bright those stars are. Oh, here's a little video. Let's see how good this looks. Not great. This definitely needs some. I don't think this video is working. Definitely needs some post production. Like this feels a little bit more like what it looked like to me. You know, like you could see the streaks, but they were not as vivid. Um, Now I'm paranoid about like going back. Okay, so yeah, way more purple and pink. Little bits of green, like the green is there, but much, much more pink and purple than the aurora that I remember when I was a kid. In my memory, it was way more green than this. And like, I really wonder if that has something to do with the placement, right? The place where we were. Because the first aurora that I saw, I was way more north in British Columbia, and this one I was south. All right, let's just turn that off. Back to pages. So yeah, I want to say something like in my memory. Oh, why did that autocorrect? I definitely did not type that. That's weird. But at the same time, thinking about this memory, because this is, 1991, that is how many years ago? Like, I can't even do that math in my head. Um, 32, because I'm 42, so that would be 32 years ago. But perhaps this 32-year-old memory is painted by my perception of what the aurora borealis is supposed to look like, right? Like in my head, the aurora is green. You know, when we think about when you search the aurora on Google, you're going to see more green than you're going to see purple. You're going to see purple, but you're going to see more green. I feel like that is the stereotype of the aurora borealis. And I am specifically talking about borealis because I don't know that much about the southern hemisphere. I've never been. Mm, it is supposed to be green. In all the photos we see online, it is green. Um, so in my memory, it is green. And then this one, let's save. This one is pink and purple. This one I want to write about. My main memory of this is like there's just something to me. There's something so funny about the fact that it looked better through my camera. And like I know that there's a scientific reason for that, but like the commentary on that, my God. The previous generations get after us about like, why do you have to take photos of everything? Why can't you just experience it? Because experiencing it through my camera was different than experiencing it in real life. And and experiencing it through my camera was actually better. You could see it better, not in the sense of like, and this is what I think is very interesting because like it looked more like an aurora, right? Aurora with the quotes. But in real life without the camera, with the naked eye, it looked really cool too. So like I stood on that back porch for a long time just looking at it. No camera, you know. I took a bunch of photos, I took a bunch of film, and then I just stood there and looked at it. I should write that. I took a bunch of photos. See, there goes my there goes my comma. God. Um, and then I put my phone down. I stood on the back patio. Oop. For it was not that long. It was definitely not an hour. Let's just say long. I like long minutes. Just watching. Like my parents don't live in a very rural area. Like they live in the city, and still, it felt like the stars were way brighter than usual. The stars are brighter at my house than at my parents' house because I live a little bit further away from big city, but my parents live in a place that has a lot of trees, which kind of blocks out a lot of light pollution. So that definitely helped. Um, this feels more like a second page thing, though. I think this is going to go on this page. I want to talk about the pink and purple here. I'm gonna say something like, um, in real life, the aurora was underwhelming. It was there. The streaks of light were obvious in the sky, but it wasn't brilliant the way a photograph. And the light was pink. 'Cause, 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 I had been expecting green, but commas again. But the aurora that night was more pink, purple, a little bit of like a pale yellow, and just a hint of green. Um, I don't know if I want like a really factual topic sentence, but maybe we just say like in May 2024, a solar storm brought the aurora borealis to the southern parts of North America. I I got to see parents' backyard. Ooh, look, that just fits. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of the word got. Sometimes it's the best verb, but it's not my favorite verb. All right. I like this. We're gonna we're gonna figure out the exact date. So I think maybe we're not gonna finish this one today. Um, but I like this as a good start because I am, like I said before, I am thinking that I'm ready. I'm feeling ready to make something bigger, right? To make it something bigger than just a little mini zine. And I don't know what form that's going to be yet, but I want to make something bigger. So I like this as like kind of a first draft. You know, I've been doing this a couple times on the stream where I'm making like the mini zine first draft version of the books that I want to write. So, I've been trying to write book number two, and it's not been easy. It has not been coming. So I've been kind of like trying to write the zine version of it because that's how I wrote book one. Book one started as a zine first. So, like, if I write the zine version, then maybe that will lead me to something bigger. And I kind of feel like that with this as well, too. Like, if I make this zine, this mini zine version, maybe it'll lead me somewhere else. But at the same time, it is still a thing. It is still a zine in and of itself. If I can finish it, if I can write it. Um, I think maybe part of what's stopping me from wanting to finish this zine right now is that I need to talk to my mom about like the actual facts of this first memory. And because I want to get that right. I don't want to be guessing. So maybe this is just the first draft. Uh, in the summer of 1991, the year I would turn 10. See, I feel like it can't be 91 then, right? because I don't feel like I was 9. I feel like I had to be. I wasn't first year guides. It was later year guides. But it might have been. We saw the aurora borealis at camp and then again, I don't know the place, right? I don't know where I was. So just like TK, I don't know where I was. I'm gonna figure that out. Let's say, um, 1990X, the year I would turn X. We saw the aurora borealis at camp in TK. Um, is that what I saw this summer at camp? Or is that the story I've been telling myself ever since? I like that. I like this idea of memory and stories and the way that we remember things. Because I have so many memories that I don't know if they are true memories or if they are memories that I have created out of bits and pieces. So like one that I think about a lot is Expo 86. Expo 86 happened in Vancouver 1986. It was summer or like spring into summer, I think. So I would have been 4. I would not have been 5 yet. I would be 5 at the end of that year. So if I was 4, do I have real memories of Expo 86? Are those I think at 4 you can really make memories, right? I know some people say they have memories of being like 3. 4, I think you can make memories. But at the same time, am I taking like feelings and piecing them together with pictures and then the stories that adults at that time are telling me? I was like, I have these memories of of the exhibits, right? There was one that was called what? It was called Color. Let's look it up. We're here on the internet. Let's look it up. Expo 86. I want to say it was called Color War, Color Guide. Hmm. Let's say let's look at these pictures. It was like an indoor. Oh my God, I've never seen that picture before. It was like an indoor color thing, color show. That's what I remember. And this guy, I remember meeting this guy. He was a real robot that could. I don't think it walked. I think it rolled. I think he had wheels. But I remember meeting him because he was like my height. He was a little robot. It was not a person-sized robot. It was a kid-sized robot. Yeah, I feel like I'm not seeing though. Um, let's say color show. Maybe color show. Yeah. Uh, Feel like I remember that though, man. There he is. See, you can see the size of him compared to this little kid. Anyway, I have memories of it, and I don't know how much that they're real memories and how much they are just, having seen these pictures for the rest of my life. So that's kind of the story of this zine as well, too, right? Of like how much is the memory and how much is just seeing the pictures of the aurora. I like that idea as well, too. And what would be really cool is this image in the center, like melding all those colors, like the green going into the pink and purple. So like melding the two memories in the center of the zine. That's a very interesting idea too. How can I fill this page? What am I gonna write? Is that what I saw that summer at camp, or is that the story I've been telling myself ever since? Is a um I want to say something like it's larger than life, but I don't really want to use the phrase larger than life just because it's such a cliche. It's a tourist attraction. It's a it's an item on your bucket list. Right? Everyone wants to see the aurora before they die. It's the reason that people go to the Yukon. Like the Yukon, let's write that. Yukon literally uses the aurora. Oh, as a draw. Maybe say as an advertisement to. No, am I missing? I'm missing an E. Bring tourists to the territory. Let's. I mean, that's what a tourist attraction is. I don't know that I need to write both of that, but like specifically Yukon, specifically is a part of us, but it is also a symbol. Something like when when something becomes a symbol, it I don't want to say it becomes less real, but it changes. Maybe I say it changes. It changes. It becomes one static thing instead of everything. But the aurora is ever changing. Oh, I don't want A million periods. It's light. It's. I want to say something about how like it becomes a codified symbol, right? Like I said, the codified image, right? If we look at the internet and we Google Aurora Borealis and we look at the images, green, 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 right? Overwhelmingly green. More than any other color. That's the color of the aurora. But it's light. Light is ever changing. Light is not one thing, right? Light cannot be codified. That's what I'm trying to say here is that like we have the symbol of the aurora, which is the green lines. And the lines as well too, right? But but the aurora itself is not a symbol because it is light, because light is not static. It's light. It moves. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. Um, and then here I want to write. Okay. In real life, the aurora was underwhelming. It was there. The streaks of lights were obvious in the sky. Maybe obvious is not the right word here. The I want to say something like the sky was there. No, maybe like it was not a normal night sky, but it wasn't brilliant the way a photograph is. Um, and the light was pink. I had been expecting green, but the aurora that night was more pink, purple, a pale yellow, with just a hint of green. I took a bunch of photos, I took a bunch of video, and then I put my phone down. I stood on the back patio for long minutes, just watching the play of colors in the night sky. The stars were bright spots of white dotting the colors. Color, colored waves, perhaps? Let's say that. I want to say something here. The second paragraph, I want it to be, I think, oh no, that was the space bar. Yeah, no, that is the space. Okay. Um, Maybe something like I don't have photographs from the first time I saw the aurora. I'm trying to think of I want to bring in that idea of experiencing something through the lens and also experiencing it without the lens. But to be honest, I don't know that I have enough space for that. So here is where maybe there is more to say, right? Maybe I do have more that I could write, that I could make this a bigger zine. But this is how you get there. You have to write, you have to start writing before you can figure out what you want to write. This is what I learn over and over again. I saw it through my own eyes. This time I have proof, but my memories aren't. Here's the line. My memories, I don't know if I'm going to write this exactly, but like my memories aren't tainted by the camera, but enhanced. But my memories are enhanced by the camera. Through the lens, the colors were more brilliant. That's it. That's it. I mean, I still think that I could make this a longer scene, but that is it. We're gonna do a couple things. I do want to bring the margins all the way up to the top. You know, sometimes I like that center alignment, but then when I've got these really long pages, like long text, I like it to all be at the top. Just looks nicer. So this zine is not done, but I'm really happy with this. So we're gonna stop here, and a couple things are gonna happen. I'm not gonna upload this today. I'm not gonna get this uploaded this week because I think that I'm going to save it for next week and keep working on it and see if over this week I'll do a little bit more writing in my morning pages, see if I have some more to say, and see if we're going to make it into a longer zine. Also, I'm going to talk to my mom and see if she can fill in some of these blanks over here, where I was and when that was. And then I'm going to print it and maybe do some practice color. Fill in these 2 pages here. Because like I'm seeing it in my head, but I don't know what it's going to look like in real life. So maybe we'll do that next week. That'll be good. That'll be a good stream for next week. But I'm pretty happy with this. I didn't know I was going to write this when I started streaming today, and that's what it's all about, folks. That's why I love this practice. So I will say thank you very much. And um, if you are interested, let's go back to the internet. You can join the Sunday Zine Jam #2 as well. You still got 20 days. You still got tons of time to make a zine. The theme is Aurora, like we've been talking about today. So the deadline is Sunday, September 29th. And like I had no idea that this was like peak Aurora time. So that's amazing. If you have never seen the Aurora Borealis, here's where it is tonight. So if you're in Canada, you are very lucky. and Alaska, maybe a little bit northern Russia, a little bit in Greenland. But if you are in tomorrow, if you're in the northern United States, right, there's Minnesota and North Dakota and Montana, and maybe a little bit of Idaho and Washington. I mean, you're in the view line. So, even down here, this is Wisconsin, this is Michigan, and then Maine over here. And what's the one next to Maine? Oh, what? Oh no, wait. This is Maritimes. This is Maine. Sorry. Yeah, this is the Maritimes provinces. This is New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. This is Maine. It looks like Vermont and is that Pennsylvania? Is Pennsylvania one of those? Or did those two go together? I think so, right? Or is Pennsylvania a horizontal one? I feel like maybe Pennsylvania is a horizontal one. Um, they're just gonna miss out, is my point. And also that all those New England, I was gonna say provinces, all those New England provinces just run together for me. Until I was like well into my 20s, I honestly thought that New England was actually a state, was actually the name of a state, a separate state by itself. Um, so there you go. I'm a West Coast girl. I've lived here my whole life, so I don't know anything about them. If you want to see the aurora, here's the website. So it'll tell you this is the peak time. This is peak time for the aurora. So, you know, see if you can get out there and see it. Or you could write a zine about how you always wanted to see it, about like planning a trip to go see it. That would be a great zine as well, too. So come and join us. Sunday Zine Club, jam number 2. We're going to keep doing this. Um, I am so pleased that people are joining, that people are excited, and I can't wait to see what you all make. So, thank you very much for hanging out this morning, and I will see you